Hello guys, Danny should be another Pokemon Showdown Moveset / build. This time I'm doing a Glaceon build, one of the many eeveelutions that Eevee can evolve into. And Glaceon is a very, very interesting Eevee evolution in my opinion, because she doesn't fall in like the low tier where nobody uses her, but it doesn't fall in like the high tier where she is pretty usable. For example, Espeon I see used a lot with her Magic Bounce ability. Sylveon with her Pixelate I see used that. Vaporeon just because of her tankiness and only weakness being Thunderbolt or Electric types. And then we have Umbreon. Also Leafeon is also really used as well just for their bulk. So, actually Leafeon is really good attack too. But we're going to focus on Glaceon here, and we just get rid of these because nobody cares about these guys right now. You guys can get a video of your own. So anyway, Glaceon is very interesting in the fact that I didn't know exactly where to build her at first. I wanted to build her tanky at first, but then I thought, you know what, I think that's just a wasted potential on the fact that sorry about that, on the fact of just how much special attack she has. So I decided to go for a more attack set, giving her the choice specs. Now this does lock her into a few things, and we'll explain those when we get to the moves. But anyway, I gave her the choice specs for those of you who don't know what that is. Holder's special attack is 1.5 times damage, but can only use the first move it selects. The ability I threw on was Ice Body. Both of these are usable in their own way. I'm not really a fan of the evasion bonus that you get from Snow Cloak, so I just go with Ice Body. If Hail is active, this Pokemon heals 1/16 of its max 1/16 of its max HP each turn. So, as you guys may notice, Glaceon should be used in the Hail, being an Ice type and being with this ability. So, I recommend putting this on a team with another Pokemon that has Hail. I don't recommend having Glaceon with Hail just because, one, it leaves you open to attack, and two, it's wasted turn to attack. So, obviously, you want to have a Pokemon that knows Hail. That you can set up before putting in Glaceon. So go to the moves. You can either throw on Blizzard or Ice Beam, but because you're going to have the Hail up most of the time, Blizzard hits 100% in the Hail. So with a power of 110, with a special attack move, with choice specs, with it being stabbed because you're Ice type, Blizzard is going to hurt a lot. And if Hail is up, you get that accuracy bonus. That makes it hit people, and with a chance to freeze if you get lucky, that's also really good as well. Ice is really good against all the dragon types running around. A lot of the pseudo legendaries are weak to ice, so to have something that does this much damage to them is really, really good. You can also throw an Ice Beam. Ice Beam also really works if you don't want to have someone that sets up Hail. But I just feel like Blizzard is so good on Glaceon, and I highly recommend it. Now the hidden power here. I did Hidden Power Ground because all of your weaknesses, or you can get rid of most of your weaknesses with the ground typing. You can get rid of Steel and Fighting and Rock types, even though you don't really need to get rid of Rock types because you are an Ice type, so you're super effective against them anyway. But Ground does take care of the Fire and Steel types that are pretty hard to get rid of considering your Ice type. So that's why I threw that on there. Let me change this real quick. Back to Blizzard. So that's why I threw on Hidden Power Ground, 60 power, 100% accuracy. You can get some good damage off of that. Now Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball is just a really good move to have on an Eevee evolution, period, because of the coverage you can get from it. That's the main reason I have it on here. 80 power, 100% accuracy, 20% chance to lower the target's special defense by 1. So you can be doing more damage with your Blizzard and more Shadow Balls. Good damage coming off, good coverage, and that's why I threw that on there. Now Toxic. I didn't really know what to throw on for the last one, so I threw on Toxic one game, and it worked out really, really well, actually. Even though you have the choice specs and you will be locked into Toxic, if you see someone, a staller out there that you are safe to switch into, you can Toxic them, hit them with a Toxic so they get badly poisoned, and then get out of there as soon as possible. So I felt that to work really well, so that's why I threw that in there. Go over to the stats real quick. So I still wanted to keep some of the bulk with her. I wanted to keep her with some bulk, so I split up the EVs. Sorry about that. I split up the EVs between HP and special defense, 128, 128, and then I gave him 252 with the modest nature to boost that up. at level 100, gosh, I just, Burp City, let me tell you. With 252 EVs with the Modest Nature into that 130 special attack, you'll be hitting hard for that 393 plus the choice specs at level 100. I know games don't usually put you at level 100, they put you at 50, so if you guys really want to see it, what that calculates to, you get 200 basically, or 199 plus 1.5 times. You're going to be doing a lot of damage with your choice specs and all that. The reason why I leveled up the special defense instead of its already high defense is just because of that. It already has a high defense, and if you put the 128 there, it about evens them out, so you're going to be pretty bulky along with the HP. Now, some people didn't really like the choice specs set. Sometimes it didn't really work out for me, so I tried doing the choice scarf. This set actually worked out pretty well, although overall I do recommend this EV spread, stat spread, and choice spec set. But if you do want to be a little more speedy, you want to be a little more of a sweeper type, you can throw on the choice scarf, max out the speed. The reason why I didn't max out the speed and went for more bulk is because of how low it is, but if you really want to, I can see why you want to just go with the choice scarf set and max out the speed. If you don't want the Modest Nature, if you want to be a little more speedy, you can throw on the Timid Nature and boost that as well. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this moveset. It was actually really fun making. I don't typically use EV evolutions too much. Every once in a while I'll use like an Umbreon. But other than that, it was really fun making it, so I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Yoshi, and I'll talk to you guys later.